Here we are in Dublin. We've seen some moderate rain so far here today. Obviously a lot of cloud cover. It looks like it's lightened up a little bit temporarily, but we are going to see that rain likely increase in intensity a little more once we get into the afternoon. Let's go ahead and check out that temperature. It is 77 degrees, feels like 78, now gusting with the winds up 22 miles per hour. This number hasn't changed much at all today. I'm not even going to show you guys the highs because they're really almost no different from what we're seeing right now. What we're seeing is what we're going to be stuck with all day long. There's a lot of rain, there's a lot of clouds. You can see where the heaviest rain still is off to the south, and this will likely graze at least into Wheeler and Telfair counties here, if not a little further north. Dodge County, Lawrence County, you also could see that. This will likely bring a bit of a flooding risk. Obviously, there's some strong winds with it as well. The good news is you can already see how that eye is starting to get bigger, meaning the storm is starting to lose intensity. So that's some good news. Also, one other thing to note on this, it's not going to be marked on here, but I do want to shift over towards South Carolina. There's a mesoscale discussion in this area. Actually, it looks like they just may have put this out. Brand new tornado watch. Nothing has been extended our direction, so that's good news, and hopefully we can keep it that way. We'd love to go through the entirety of today without any tornado concerns, but right now we're mainly just following this moderate rainfall with gradually increasing winds as we get ready to roll into lunchtime. So, as I mentioned earlier today, if you weren't watching, here are those active watches, okay? The tornado watch is in effect till 3 p.m. It includes Toombs County, does not include Montgomery or any counties here in middle Georgia. All these orange counties are under a tropical storm warning. The expiration time on that varies. For Macon, it's about 1:15 p.m. For somewhere like Dublin, it's just listed as until further notice. It will likely get canceled sometime later this evening or tonight, but just so you know, the only county in the region not under a tropical storm warning is Monroe. Now, as for the big picture, it's just going to be wet throughout the remainder. We've looked at this enough. What's left with this thing, all right? Where's the current stats on it? It is now only 90 miles per hour for the sustained winds, down to a Category 1 storm. Contrary to landfall this morning around 7:30 a.m. when it was a Category 4 hurricane with sustained speeds at 130 miles per hour and a central pressure at about 940 millibars. So great the weekend there. And here's some more good news. You see this update here at the end? It's going to go out to sea. Don't need to worry about it looping back around. So nice to see that. Continuing throughout the remainder of the day, we're going to see some decent winds here. Gusts are likely to experience tropical storm force. They could get a little stronger than numbers here, but it may not be overly intense. I'm still a little concerned about flooding in low-lying areas. If you don't have to go anywhere, I still suggest not doing that. But if you do live in a low-lying area, I would suggest trying to get to higher ground, especially if you're in one of these southeastern counties. Lawrence, Treutlen, Telfair, Wheeler, Dodge. Those are the counties I'm mainly concerned about in terms of flooding potential, maybe even Wilcox or Pulaski as well. We start to see those rain total numbers going to go a little bit less as we go further off to the north. That wind will shift to the north-northwest heading into tonight. Rain's going to probably be out of here by about midnight, and then we should be done with that. Let's quickly take a peek at these rain totals here. I've got the American model. I think it best represents what we should see. Taking a second to load, but it's now starting to bring some of these numbers down. Kind of interesting. Maybe a late update to the forecast. We'll see if that pans out. We'd love to see numbers like that in total for the rain. I'll have your extended forecast in 10 seconds.
At Volume Chevrolet, good oil changes for life, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Visit Volume Chevrolet, I-75 exit 187 in Forsyth. That's volumechevrolet.com.
Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. One thing I should point out about the rain totals graphic, it doesn't include anything we've already gotten. And some places like Dublin may have already received 2+ inches. So do keep that in mind. Lovely forecast for us going forward after today. We're going to warm back up into these 80s. Friday looks gorgeous. Low 80s, sunny skies. Keeping these lows in the mid-60s over the weekend indicates lower humidity. It's going to feel great weather for traveling for Labor Day, Friday, or even Monday on the holiday itself. Both should be good to go.